welcome back to my channel. As you guys have seen my other videos, you know it's hard to make a video, sit there and have to look at yourself when you don't feel good on the inside and you don't see what others see. You know, after losing 179 pounds, I think people just think, you feel better, you're okay. And some people, they are. Me, I think I was able to lose the weight. Number one, like I stated before, I didn't give up, and I never thought I couldn't. But I never processed, like, why I just let myself get the way I did. And the other night I was going through photos and I seen that I was so slender. I think I was 80 pounds at one time because the person I was with said he didn't want to be with anybody big, which I wasn't big. So I got down to 80 pounds. My kid's dad, my 20-year-old, said when I was pregnant he didn't want anybody chubby, and if I was to get stretch marks he wouldn't be with me. So I only gained 22 pounds in that pregnancy. So the other day, after reflecting on everything, I was just like, I've molded into what everybody's interpretation of how they wanted me. I've molded my body and my mind to what they were telling me I needed to be for them. And that's disgusting. And I don't think anybody should ever do that. Don't ever try to become something that you're not, or shape your body or do anything of that nature for somebody else. Don't do that in general. Don't hurt yourself. Don't, gain a bunch of weight and because of people's words and their actions. And I get things are easier said than done. I'm the prime example of, I did that for many years, and it's literally taken this time to sit back and just kind of process of how I've gotten here and the people I've allowed in my life. I'm not regretful. Those were learning experiences. I had to learn from them. I had to grow. Currently, I've gained about 10 pounds, and I purposely did it. I get in this mindset of, I think it's like the disappointment of people in general. I put myself out there, and this happens to a lot of people. So basically I'm connecting, like, I go through it too. This is what I do. So you put yourself out there and try to date, and the people that you have given chances to or start talking to aren't quite the people that they have betrayed themselves to be, or when something doesn't work out, they're just like it's been several years, like, what the freaking F is going on? Like, what is going on? And that's asking basically for an inner calling. Like, go within yourself and figure out, okay, did I learn from that person? Learn from them. They are learning experiences. Am I a victim in anything? No, I don't think anybody's ever a victim. The hell with them for treating you the way they did, or whatever the case may be, but never a victim. These are just things that people go through. Me, I'm just expressive of it. So after, kind of talking to a few more people, I just gave up. Like, I didn't want to date. My thing to not date is to gain weight and make myself feel hideous, or I wouldn't want love, and I wouldn't want to find love, even though I want it. That's how the mind works, right? That's how my mind's worked for several years, because everybody's always tried to shape me. And that's something I've really got to work on. I've really got to get out of my head with it. And just be me. Just be me. The quietest time in my mind, in my life, my most, I think, enjoyable time was like after I lost the weight and stuff. I just like stayed to myself, and I still stay to myself. But this time I was vulnerable and open for love, and I think I'll always be like that because that's just how I was made, and that's just who I am, you know. But purposely, like, not destroying, but making yourself gain weight so you look hideous to people. To people, like, that's like, I need to go with that, and I have, and I've been working on myself a lot, and I've just been like, okay, I forgive that person, I forgive, you know, these things that have happened, and I still have a lot of inner things to work on myself. I know how to lose the weight, I will lose the weight, but it is, I feel like I tell myself, Melissa, you worked so hard, what are you doing? But I think it's out of habit. It's just out of habit that I've done, and I've got to get out of that cycle. And I just really didn't know I was like that was my mindset still to do those types of things. That's how I got to 318 pounds to begin with, was listening to what someone told me I was. And the bigger I got, he would put me down, but he'd also say, I like big girls, which he didn't. He didn't. He just wanted me to be a big girl so no one would like me, and that was okay. I was like willing to do that because I was like, I don't know. So that's kind of where I've been. Like I said, I gained 10 pounds. I don't fit in any of my clothes. I'm at a really uncomfortable spot right now, but I want to come on here to show you and tell you so people don't think you just lose weight and you're just like together and you're just like out and about and go. And I if you did that and you lost weight and you could do that, that's amazing. Make a video about it and teach others like how you did it and what steps you took. Me, not so much. I didn't just lose weight and then, you know, it's like I'm having to work on myself. I think when I was losing weight, it was just survival mode, so I never took the time to process like where I got to, where, you know, why I got to, the words, the, you know, things that were said. Like I never really, I don't think, processed stuff. I just, like I said, went in survival mode and just lost the weight. But like I said, I wasn't big before I had gained the weight. I was always average size. I went from, you know, what guy I was gonna date, to the clubs, to the little outfits, to what furniture I was gonna break, you know, at birthday parties or picnics. Was I gonna be able to fit inside a little, you know, seating area in a restaurant? That's a big difference. That's a really big difference. I still walk by maternity sections and want to buy the bigger clothes. I buy the bigger clothes sometimes, and my sister's like, why do you do that? I don't know. I think it's out of like habit. I don't know, in my mind, what people see like of me, of what I look like. I don't perceive myself that way. I want to, and I listen to affirmations. It's like, you are beautiful. You are, you know, capable of love. You are loving. You are this, and those are amazing, and I love those for everybody and their affirmations. You can look on them on YouTube. I stopped listening to those for a while. You really need to get on them again. You know, sometimes you got to remind yourself, like, no, you're beautiful, and whatever that means. A kind heart. You know, everybody's beautiful. I think our society's just so screwed up. Even I look in the, you know, on social media, and I'm like, damn, like, how did she shape that body like that? And, you know, a good majority of the time they have really good editing, and if you're born and gifted with that, that's amazing. You know, but not all of us have the thousands and the millions to just sculpt our body, you know, and I think we need to quit doing that to ourselves and looking at all these altered, filtered people. I tell people when I I already let everybody know when I put up a filtered photo, I'm like, that is a filtered photo. I don't perceive myself like, oh, I have no wrinkles. No, I had a stroke. Yeah, I have freaking a line going down my face. I've got to live with. That's a struggle every day to look at. It's just a struggle. And I'm trying to just look and be like, that's your new normal. Deal with it. But it's hard. So hard. People don't get it. I could post a photo on Facebook and I could just feel the tension and the hate of like the females that are on there. And I always say it's a filtered photo and this and this and this and this, because I never want to have myself come off a certain way, and play pretend like I, really look like that amazing, because I love my filtered photos. Those are, whoever came out with Snapchat, like, love you. And those are like, you could make yourself look like whatever. But I always say, like, hey, it's a filtered photo. You could tell when they're filtered photos. But I feel like a lot of people maybe think that I'm conceited on there and what they really don't know. And I try to let people know, I'm not saying I'm insecure. But I don't see what others see when they look at me. And people ask me out and get upset when I don't go. But it's like, I've now got to work a little bit more on myself. Like I said, I get several anxiety attacks. I'm still shopping in the freaking maternity section, in the bigger people section. Like, I need to like get myself together. I really, really do. And I've been reflecting, like I said. Everybody's a work in progress. One thing I notice, when people lose weight, they get, I don't know, everybody has their own life experiences and stuff. I know a lot of people that have lost weight and were so fun and bubbly and kind, and they lost weight and it was like snooty and rude and just kind of like, I don't know. And I love the confidence. I'm like, get that. Look, you work so hard. Like, be confident, Me, I'm just not like that. Number one, I can't change. Number one, I was thin before. I did this to myself once again. But don't ever change yourself, I will always snort when I laugh. I will always think stuff's funny. That's not funny. When I get put in awkward situations, I laugh. I smile. And then people think I'm lying, and it's like, no, I'm like retarded. This is the type of stuff I do. My 20-year-old daughter does the same thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Daisy, like, wow, what this? Like, I can't even take myself seriously a good majority of the time because I just start laughing. Like I said, I've been like that forever. But don't ever change your personality. Don't ever change who you are, number one, for anybody. Number two, after you lose weight, feel good about yourself. Go run amok, do whatever, but don't change who you are. Don't start being mean to people. Don't, have confidence. You just strut your stuff around. I don't even know, like, when I was 318 pounds, sorry, I'm like getting off topic, but I get like, I have all these thoughts that I like want to talk about. I was shopping. I had never been big before. So I went to a store called Avenue. I think it went out of business. That was like bigger people. All the big people's clothing is like bedazzled. So it's like walking around like a crystal ball. Like, I don't know. I felt it was ugly and bedazzled. Like, somebody come up with like, like bigger people clothes, like cute and affordable. I mean, I was like blowing money like crazy because I couldn't freaking fit into anything. And once you're at a size 4X, where do you go after that? That used to be in my mind all the time. If I'm already a 4X, I haven't seen sizes bigger than that. And it used to like haunt me. I just went through a whole bunch of photos and I thought, seriously, that one photo that my daughter had taken of me that I put up as my first of losing 179 pounds. And it was like then and then, 139. My weight at 139, the side by side, but I have several more and I'm smiling in them, but you could tell I'm just like, not me. If someone was to see me, they'd be like, that's not Melissa. That's not, I look like I was hurting. Number one, I was like probably hurting because I couldn't breathe, but like hurting in general. But my point was basically, I don't know where to shop now. It's like stopping your life in your early 20s, taking yourself out of the world, basically, since I didn't let anybody see me and I would grocery shop or shop several towns away, and then in my mid 30s being thrown back in it. And then me being like, oh my God, all I know is to go to Forever 21. So here I am, 38, 28, but 38. And I shop at Forever 21 and I feel weird. Like, I'm kind of glad about the masks. I wear the masks. I probably don't even know what age I am. But I go in there and I'm like, who do I think I am? Like, who do I think I am? So anybody knows where to shop, let me know. I clearly am living a life that's just, I don't know. I've spent so much money trying to figure out what you wear at my age. I don't think there's really, I think you can wear anything, but I don't want to embarrass my kids. I'm like, Mommy's feels like she's 28. And they're like, you might feel like that, but you're not that. And I don't ever want to embarrass them. Like I said, I have a 20-year-old, even though my 20-year-old's like, okay, like, do whatever you want. You know, I've already bleached my hair. Like, you can't surprise my kids anymore. But like I said, I don't know what to wear. I have to look up stuff all the time. I always feel like I'm a mess. I always feel lost and confused. And like I said, it's like entering a totally different world. Thing is, I haven't lost my personality. I still, laugh about everything. I try to make light of everything. It's like the inner stuff that like I said, I'm working on. And that's gonna happen, and it's okay after you lose weight to be like, oh my God, I feel messed up, or why don't I feel like amazing now, or pretty. Thing is, you're probably drop dead gorgeous. You're probably so beautiful and probably have the best personality, but we don't see that in ourselves. And it's a shame, but we just have a little bit more work inside to do, my calling, honestly, since I was little, is just to help people. And like I said, it's hard to, like, right now I could see myself through here and I'm just critiquing, like I'm just looking at every little thing and it's just like kind of mind racking, but this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I was put in these situations, every situation in life, to have gotten out of it and tell people how I got out of it. To have lost 179 pounds without paying anybody. Like, to have accomplished that. Like, I have to remind myself, because I always think like, what have I accomplished? What have I done? And it's like, you've done like the unthinkable to doctors, but I mean, being diabetic, being able to get away from these narcissists, and how I did it, and what I took, and what I took, meaning the abusive aspects of someone that's a narcissist. If you've never come across one, you probably have, but if you have never, you'll know the traits real quick. And to realize, I've never, I don't think once thought like, I'm a victim. I don't even think I like processed that at all, because I'm not. I allowed it to happen. I stay in situations longer than I should, and I know that's one of my biggest learning lessons. It's like when to know to walk away, when to end it. Recently, something happened with someone that made me altogether want to stop dating. Something in the universe is telling me, you're attracting the same type of people, so back up. What are you really accepting? You didn't like where you just got out of, several years ago, but you walked away from. Don't do this again. And glad it happened. I'm glad that individual came in my life and kind of shook it up again so I can back up and be like, what am I attracting? Because I feel like I make it clear, like, I'm not into games. I'm, honest. I'm genuine. Like, if it's not love, I don't want it. And then I get the same crazy stuff. I had me thinking I was seeing someone, and I go on a social media and he's at a hotel with a girl posting a Victoria's Secret lingerie, like, that she's going to be wearing for him. Like, what kind of... That's a story in itself. And that happened like mid-November. It's February 5th today. So, like I said, I've just had to literally back up and been like, he gave you the red flags. That was the third time you've taken this person, like, and started talking to them again. And this is the outcome. Why? Because you see the red flags and you don't know when to go, or you do know when to go, you just don't go. You stay too long. That's my learning lesson. It's probably a learning lesson for many. We'll get through it. We're all work in progress. No one just has it all together. And if they do, how amazing is that? But I can guarantee they don't. The thing about the internet is we can be whoever we want to be. We could portray however we want to portray ourselves. We could put on those filters and sculpt the hell out of ourselves. And we compare ourselves to it. And that makes me sad. I try to be positive on my social media, but like I said, I feel the negative. No one knows I do YouTube. No one knows what I want to do. I just let one person know, because I feel like people you could feel the hate, you could feel the judging, which I'm gonna let everybody know. But I feel like no one likes that. When people not saying people are jealous of me. That's not what I'm saying. I come from a little town. Everybody knows everybody. And if one person wants to do one thing, I feel like everybody wants to do it, or everybody has 2 cents in on it. And if it's not positive, I take things really hard. And I've people that I thought would be like, yeah, Melissa, haven't been like, yeah, Melissa. Like, the crowd is silent. Some of my kids who are like, Mom, Mom, Mom. I mean, I gave birth to my best friends. They're my best buds. And I don't even think I should be hanging out with them because they're bad influences. So really, what kind of my life am I freaking living? But if you can get anything from this video, since it was all over the place, was after you lose weight, it's okay if you don't still feel all put together. It's okay to still have, many things to still work on. And people are like, how have you managed to stay single for so many years? The thing is, I don't know what it feels like to be loved. So how can I miss something I've never had? That's kind of how I've been able to cope with it, because I've never had it, and I let you guys know before, and that's still everybody's question to me. Like, you just need somebody. Well, you don't need somebody. I feel like I would love to meet somebody, but I don't need anybody. And I sure can go a lot longer without anybody. And it's because I've never had it, and you can't miss something you've never had. But everybody's deserving of it. Don't put up with people's crap. Don't put up with narcissists. Don't put up with the gaslighting, whatever those words are. Don't put up with any of that. You feel something is off. They say something that just does not sit well with you. You have an intuition. Something in your gut, something in your mind tells you, no. You see, those are red flags. We like to think they're pink, but those are red. You get out of there. That is something higher letting you know this isn't your person. And if you start to see that you are attracting the same type of people, learn from it. Quit straying to those people. We stray them to us. I kind of figuring that one out. I attract the same type of people. So it's like, know when to leave. Don't stay too long. That's how craziness happens. Clearly, I know firsthand. So, don't change your personality. Like I said, after losing weight, still be fun, still be bubbly, still be the same person. Just be more confident. You want to wear, like I said, leather freaking complete clothes. Do it and go out there and just live your best life. You only have one life to live, so live it to the fullest. Don't listen to people's words. People don't like to see people succeed. They don't like to encourage. And that's something that needs to change. And like I said, I didn't have anybody, so I could be your somebody. So if you need someone to be rooting you on, I am. I'll be the loudest person in the stand cheering you on. I will help you with everything. I'll do it all. So I told you guys I would show you guys my Instagram, which I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tonight. So February 6th, it will be posted, and I'll try to edit this tonight and put up the link for the Instagram of the foods. Like I said, this is Reshaping Melissa K, mind, body, and soul. I'm trying to reshape everything. I want to tell you my life experiences, how I got out of them. I have never worked out, so I bought tons of equipment. I want to video me working out so you guys could see. Have I ever researched it? No, because I'm just like not the researching type. Like I'll just do my own stuff. I'll figure it out myself. Like I said, I bought tons of stuff. I'm taking up boxing myself. I'm my own coach, my own trainer. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. My kids are like, Mom, and I came out with boxing gloves. I'm like, look what I'm going to be doing. And they're like, what? I don't know. I just feel like I want to do it. So why not? And I haven't been able to tone my body. And my body's just like, it's sad. So I need it happy. So that's what I'm going to do. And then my soul is like spiritual stuff that I've, just come to knowing and been more the meaning of things and, the guidance of things. And so Melissa, Reshaping Melissa K, mind, body, and soul. Stay tuned because I'm going to have several more videos to help guide everybody and reach out to me. And my email is melissakrankin@yahoo.com. So if I can't figure out how to put these links up, that's what it is. You can reach out to me. I'll help you. So just reach out to me. Feel free to ask me anything. And until my next video, I will see you later. And if no one's told you, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you've got it. You've got it all. You've got the world in your hands. So make it however you want and screw anybody who has anything negative to say.